my god! Look at this. Stand over the wind. Oh, gnarly one. What did we just find?
Ben and I had been traveling around Indo together for a bit when I got the itch for some adventure. We came to this harbor to find a boat that could take us to a piece of coast inaccessible by land.
They've been up through here, huh?
They've been all the way up through here, but they've never been to where we're going. This is their first trip over there.
Really?
Nobody goes there. There's no roads. They don't even have boats over there. They just live off the jungle.
All we had was a map, some rough directions, and an email from Potter saying he knew of a place that was different, somewhere untouched. In a small village outside Jakarta, I met up with Brett Schwartz and Brian Conley. Our journey would start here. We met up with Brandon Tipton and Daniel Thomson, who got the same email from Potter.
We have a good crew of guys. Everyone. I travel a lot with part of the crew. We've been traveling to Indo for a few years together, so we're a pretty tight crew, and that's partly why I wanted that crew on this trip. Is just because we trust each other. I know that that they'll risk their lives to save mine, and I'll risk my life to save theirs if we get in that situation.
It was a place none of us had ever been to, a place left off the surf maps. Travis had a good feeling about this spot. If you're going to find waves, he's the one to take you there.
Look, it's only 1 3/4 fathoms right there. But this is outer reef, so there's got to be bombies out there,
Yeah, so pretty much what we want to do today and tomorrow is get to here.
Tomorrow we want to get to here.
Having no idea where we were going, with the jungle getting thicker and the roads intertwining, our map became useless. The only hotel within 100 miles, and it was still under construction.
Ready to get malaria? No, my life is here.
After traveling for over 50 hours, we finally met up with Potter and Ben to search the unknown. There was no guarantee for waves, only hope.
Goodbye, man. It was at the start, we're like, what's going on with this thing? It's like, are we really going to try and find waves on this thing? All good. Better be dry on that. I mean, we do suffer. We don't eat very well. I mean, noodles, rice, stuff that you don't really eat at home, really. Yeah, we suffer, we starve, nothing's cold, no cold drinks.
Usually end up with fishermen that are pretty generous and want to help you out and offer, find the waves, but this captain that we have is a little bit scared to get close to the waves where we wanted to surf, and so it made it hard to go to spots that we thought would have good waves, there's still so many breaks that we couldn't even see because he wouldn't go near them, that potentially, you know, we still don't know. It's just because the captain was kind of a pansy. The chart showed really good potential for waves, but where we had to go, the fishermen had never been. So we would have to take control and navigate, and then figure out how to go further after they dropped us off somewhere.
What size board? Do you need it bigger than a shortboard? I'm just gonna. My shortboard's really thinner. Try and see if that beach break had some juice to it. So yeah. I just didn't want to snap it. Yeah. Right.
So I got my 6.2 solid boards, little round tail, 3 fin. Should go all right. Pretty stoked to get in the water. Freshies.
We're walking through the jungle. I don't know. We got a guide, so he knows the jungle pretty well. So he says he can take us there. I don't know though. We'll see what happens.
Very first spot we found was sick beach break, super sick. A lot like Porto or Pasquale, something like that, you know. Pretty solid too, a couple feet overhead and just really square, you know. And we were just tripping. That was the last thing we thought we were gonna find on this trip was a beach break.
My favorite wave would probably be the beach break, the first day that we actually surfed on the trip. It could have been because, I mean, I love beach breaks, that's for one, but I think it was because we just came across it. You don't find beach breaks in Indonesia, I mean, hardly ever.
Beach break is unbelievable out there. The one that we found, we came up on a beach break that was just amazing, like Porto, just perfect, offshore barrels, just pretty much all you could ask for. It was great.
I was really surprised to get such fun waves so early in the trip. It gave us a lot to look forward to in finding new breaks.
That was the only down part of my trip, was we had that infection on my toe. You know it's doing that? It's leaking by itself, not when I push it. How about that catch?
It's the strongest antibiotic there is.
That means I can't drink beer for 10 days.
It's not so
Ah! What are you doing?
Someone pour some alcohol in it.
You gotta manhandle it like that?
Those got staph infections.
So, my best mate's girlfriend just had a baby. She had morphine for the pregnancy, the thing.
Oh, yeah.
And she had a bunch left, and she just gave them to me. After this morphine kicks in, he just cut me open, pops. I got a scalpel. But then it's a whole other deal, you know, stitching it up. But I think you only got to cut like maybe a 1/4 inch. We'll just see tomorrow what's going on. Pretty painful. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna start those antibiotics tomorrow. Someone give me a beer.
Still got that one, right?
Is this mine?
Yeah.
Hear that? Huh? Hear that? Waves. Waves? Oh, thanks.
So we got some small now. It's interesting.
It's gonna be bigger. We're bringing a lot of boards to the beach break tomorrow.
Oh yeah, so for sure there's gonna be a couple boards broken.
This toe better be smaller. I'm gonna chop it off.
Come on, big toe.
Man, our fond memories, except for the night of getting poured with rain and standing on the deck. Yeah, that night in the rain was one of the worst nights I can ever remember. Night was terrible. It was perfect starry night when we went to bed, and about midnight this typhoon came in and just nailed us. I thought I was doing good because I think there was like 3 or 4 of us on the roof sleeping, and it started raining, and I looked over and I saw all our surfboards covered in this big nice looking black tarp, and there was a little spot in between the surfboards, so I crawled over and I crawled in that little crevice. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm good. Come to find out, it started raining a little harder. It wasn't really like a tarp, it was more like a canvas. And the water was leaking through, not to mention the holes in the canvas were about the size of a freaking cookie. So I just got soaked and I couldn't get out of there. Somebody had set up my hammock for me, or not for me, but for them to sleep in, and I kind of just booted him out of my hammock. He got my hammock, and that was cool. Freezing cold though, still wet, you know. That was definitely a good time.
Well, I'm pretty sure that was the worst night of my life. I'm certain.
Which sport was the worst night of your life?
Absolutely, there's never been a worse night than that as far as...
After another cold, sleepless night in the rain, we woke up to some curious Indos that wanted to take us to a beach. They said the waves were better.
Ada Coca-Cola, Fanta. Where'd you get all these from last night? Coca-Cola. Ada kalau Sprite. Sprite? Sprite. Dingin. Dingin ya? Tidak ada dingin.
We climbed a lighthouse so we could pick out the best spot.
Too many guys.
It's going off.
I see the waves breaking on
Hey, you guys have anything to say?
Heavy beach break.
What's up, boys? I was just paddling back out, and this wave came, just sucked up super hollow, and like it was either like maybe break myself or the board. So I just dove off my board. Because usually I try to dive off the front, and the board will pop up, and maybe sometimes save it, but it didn't. I just bailed my board, came up as into it. So that's how it goes.
Just a lot of kind of closeout waves out there, just some heavy dumpers, and it's pretty shallow, so I just dropped into kind of a walled one and pulled in and just kind of bottomed out and came up.
We're getting good waves, and I woke up about an hour after they got out there, and I was scrambling just trying to find my board. Couldn't even hardly walk. Got my board together, got down there, and I had to paddle out. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to get to my feet, but I had to do it. I have to I don't know if I can stand up. Paddled out and got a couple, I think 3 fun waves. So, you know, as long as I can stand up and get barreled, I'm happy.
When you travel to remote places, you get to meet so many incredible people. I think after seeing us tame the ocean that they're so afraid of, we gained their respect. And after hearing that we'd been living off rice and noodles for a week, they decided to give us some of the few fresh coconuts that they have.
My first Indonesian coconut. Epic.
I knew there had to be better ways further south, so I had the captain pull anchor. He said he didn't know the coast, feared continuing south, so we had to backtrack to an outer island and pick up a guide that knew the area. arriving at the island in the dark and seeing clear skies, we decided to get our first good night's sleep in days and go look for the guide in the morning. But if we were smart, we would have slept on the soft sand instead of the hard deck.
Yan di ka na ganyan po kan si laut si ini dia doang
Batok di punggung. Nak mondok.
pogong keningahan. Julia kam aksi ini kan mak ini dekat
Nak jadi dak ini ikut belum dengan. Mana? Ini mak kata tak kuat. Ha?
Kalau dah tu.
Nothing.
There was a small fishing camp on the island. Fishermen are always really welcoming. The ocean is our livelihood, and I feel as if we're brothers.
Ada kampung di sana?
Dia ada kampung, ada kualanya.
Apa?
Ada ininya,
Ada muara.
muaranya.
Nggak ngerti.
Ada sungai. Sungai. Air.
Air.
Ya dermaganya, ada dermaganya.
Kampung banyak.
Ombaknya sebelah sininya.
Sebelah di sini.
Iya, ombak.
Bisa
Tapi masuk dermaga dulu.
Bisa angker dekat ombak itu? Kalau coba angker?
Dia megang kak.
Bisa, masuk.
Tapi di kampung bisa.
Iya, di
Ya,
kampung.
bisa
Iya,
jalan
ada.
gitu.
Iya.
Nyelam. Pakai mesin. Pakai bor. Makan.
Mau makan?
Iya. Iya. Tapi ini yang masih hidup.
Aku pasti ada di
Teripang susu.
aktif nih.
Jual kemana?
Jual ke
Australia.
Australia.
Jakarta. Iya.
Cina.
Iya.
Mana kita putar-putar lihat sini.
It's a nice turn.
Yang kenal betul ini orang ini. Cina.
Cina.
Iya. Yang beli itu orang Cina.
Yang mana?
Baru berangkat.
Telur itu jual kemana?
Sea turtles are a critically endangered species, and I was curious to find out how often these guys eat their eggs and who they sell them to.
Dari sini.
Bukan tempat bapak itu.
Yang punya ini.
Pulau ini. Kalau kita ngambil dimarahnya.
Ombak di belakang.
Marah ya?
Iya, marah
Bapak.
sama dia.
I asked him if we could buy a brick of bananas. There's so many trees on that path.
Pak dia mau jual pisang nggak?
Mau jual pisang.
Dia jual pisang? Mau jual nggak?
Pisang mentah.
Kalau kita minta.
We weren't planning on coming to this island to surf, but the fishermen told us there might be a rideable wave on the other side.
Satu tanda.
$14,000.
$1.40. That's the trippiest thing ever.
Are they bringing bananas for the boat?
Ya.
Direbus.
Direbus apa?
Direbus.
Bunga atau daun?
Semua batang-batangnya. Kumis kucing namanya.
Kumis kucing.
Iya.
For your stomach.
Oh,
like
it's
for your
kucing.
boil it, and then it's supposed to be for your stomach.
Okay, next time. Thank you.
Are we out of here with rifle?
What are those?
100.
100?
Yeah.
Yeah? Where do they come from?
Kura-kura. Yeah.
What's that, Potts?
Turtles. Going extinct. Now we know why.
Even with our new guide, the captain was still leery about heading down the coast. He stayed offshore and wouldn't go into places we could see waves breaking. I'm sure we missed out on potential perfection. We ran out of veggies and figured dried noodles would be just as good as plain cooked ones. We got so sick of eating rice and noodles, we were thinking about cutting Tip's infected toe off and stewing it up.
Hey, little wahoo.
Oh yeah.
After days of trying, we finally caught our first fish.
Gap it, gap it, gap it.
Hey, get it from him.
Watch your feet, watch your feet.
It was our first good meal in what seemed like forever. Tim's gonna pile it in and check it. Have you seen his foot lately?
That is a true thing, right? That's a true statement. Maybe you should go film that thing.
It's not
dude.
my foot at all. And I'm scared.
Infected. Time to clean.
I haven't lost my cool in years. Tensions were running high and I couldn't hold my anger in after they wouldn't turn around and pick me up. But it was worth saving my magic red and white lure.
Karang Pak ya. Karang. berhenti begitu saya udah capek tau. Hah?
Ya udahlah, maafin aja lah.
Ya, saya udah capek. Goblok.
Ya udahlah, nggak apa-apa.
Ngajar banget. Kurang ambil dari tasnya orang di sini. Ngajar banget.
Maafin aja Pak, maaf ya.
Ya. Minta maaf. Udah dapat ikan, mau kasih kepala. Saya udah tahu kepala yang paling enak. Kasih kepala ketemu.
Maafin aja Pak, maaf.
After upsetting the crew, who knew if the boat would still be there when we got back from looking for surf?
Smoke was rising from the village, monsoon rains on the horizon. From where we were anchored, this place looked eerie.
But like all Indonesian villages, you have to go introduce yourself first.
Sekarang mau kemana? Mau selancar. Ya.
Ombak.
Ya, jalan sana.
Kalau di sini ada yang bagus ya?
Ya, ada yang bagus.
Ya.
Belakang-belakang sana.
Assalamualaikum.
Sana.
Ya. Apa?
Belakang-belakang sana balik. Bagus.
Kalau lewat di sini.
Nah ya.
Bagus ya. Ada jalan di sini mobil yang bisa masuk.
Oh, tidak bisa. Enggak bisa ya? Tidak bisa.
Tapi di mana yang paling dekat mobil bisa
Kereta api. Banyak mobil gitu bisa. Ya mungkin jalan waktu dulu karena itu rusak aja. Kalau jalan itu nggak rusak, bisa.
mau naik ya? Emang ya.
Mister dari mana?
Dari Amerika.
Ya?
Amerika.
Amerika.
Ya.
Dari mana? Dari mana? Enggak, ini dari Bro itu kan. Wah, dari Kepagung. Bawa ini dia. Oh, mau. Ada temennya mau bawa mobil. Bisa masuk apa enggak katanya? Kalau di situ siang pagi bagus dia.
Ujung itu, tengah itu.
Nah, iya. Apa? Ya, orang itu ngambil itu di tempat makaman itu.
Tapi mau lihat aja.
He and 5 friends walked for 7 days through the jungle with only what they could carry, following game trails to the coast. 25 years later, we see the community he built.
Sweet trail.
Trail.
While we were walking, he told me he couldn't stop them from coming. At first, I didn't know what he was talking about. Then I saw the bulldozer.
Tapi dulu sering ke sini, sampai di sini. Dari tahun 90-an itu.
So there used to be elephants here, but
No way.
they don't come here anymore.
Because of the bulldozer.
1990. Oh, we're all right for another. We're all right for another hour. We gotta get out here.
For the bugs?
You taking malaria pills?
Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere you go, you just get smiles everywhere, you know? Walk down the street at home and look people in the eye, and that they either look at you like you're trying to judge them, or they just instantly look away, but you look at someone here in the eye and they instantly smile, you know, even before you look at them, little kids come running up to you, just with big smiles on their faces. But regardless of whether you're the object of what's making them smile at that particular time, that you just look around in conversation with them, talking to each other, and they're smiling and laughing and just happy people, you know, just satisfied with their simple life.
What's the deal with like malaria and stuff on the beach here? Pretty heavy? Did you ask them?
So there's a lot of mosquitoes.
I didn't want to scare the guys, but if you were going to get malaria, this looked like the place you'd get it.
The little girl I was talking to said there's a lot of sea snakes here.
Nice.
Ooh, and they like to crawl up on boats.
Pull the tires in tonight for sure.
What did we just find?
We just came. Any bigger, and we would have needed a lot bigger boards at the hollow spot, you know? Because just to be able to get into it early is key. And if you're not getting it to early, then it's too late. You're going over and boards are going to break and people are going to get hurt, you know?
You get that adrenaline rush, you know, when you paddle out a wave that's really shallow and the reef's really sharp and there's all these consequences.
Total adrenaline out there because there's bomber cleanup sets, so it's a little sketchy out there. Six foot, top to bottom, no one out, sheet glass. This is the real deal.
I just pulled into a barrel. It was looking good for a bit, and then it kind of just the bottom dropped out of it. I just kind of got sat on the reef pretty hard. Like sitting position, slammed. Just kind of compressed my spine a little bit, I think. But it's not too bad, hopefully. Should be walking around in a few days. Good luck. Shot. My legs were all pins and needles, and I was kind of pretty scared there for a second.
Hey, so Ben,
Yeah.
what happened?
We were all hanging out here by the fire. Earlier we asked them to bring us some chicken to eat. They pulled up with a pot of nazi and 2 live chickens.
Heavy duty.
Yeah. They're cutting them over there. Oh.
Chickennya aja. Iya, biar minum tuh.
Flies. I've never seen so many flies in my life.
Fresh as it comes, huh?
This is how you get bird poop.
What do we got here, Steve-O?
Looks like a feather.
Kucing yang kecil itu.
Oh,
Apa?
macan akar.
Fresh.
Meong tongkok.
Flies are out of control.
weren't about to turn back now, but the boat wouldn't go any further. So we sent word with a villager that we were looking for a car.
Anchor with the boys.
This one's gonna suck it. That's her sister. This isn't her dad. Her dad's over there.
Oh, is that her?
Apa kan nenek mau?
It's okay.
Baik-baik.
Sudah. Sudah ya. It's okay. Put it, just get another bandage.
Oh yeah.
Thanks,
My shady bag job.
Yeah, just a little bit is everything. Fed me some fish, you know, and he asked me about her daughter's foot, you know, so I just said, I'll get some medicine for you, and, you know, just gotta help people. They take care of us, you know, and they always got the best smile on their face, and just really, you know, if we had no place to stay, they would take us in, you know. So I'm just gonna give back. I mean, they're giving us beauty, so yeah. I just love this country, dude, and anything I can do to help people is, there it is, you know.
They're so used to this.
What does this trip not have? Mud bogging and weird army machines, feral boats, uncooperative boat captains, injuries, malaria, oriental massage, you name it. We got it all.
After being alone and away from civilization for so long, it seemed as if the soul of the trip had been lost.
That is absolute torture.
It's too damn hot.
A shower and a cold beer was good, but once we were back, all we wanted to do was get isolated again. So we pushed on back into the jungle, looking for that perfect Indonesian wave. At most, there was one day before the swell would die, one last day before we would go our separate ways. It looked like we were too late. All we could do was wait and hope that the tide would change things.
Left side, all right over here, but
Yeah, I saw that one drain, huh? Drain to dry.
drain to dry. This section, yeah. It's not really hitting in here, huh? The swell.
It's pretty inconsistent, huh?
Yeah.
Getting antsy, Brett paddled out and we realized it was already good. finally found the perfection we were looking for. But it was nowhere near as incredible as the journey we encountered trying to find it.
Travel the world in search of untouched waves. Never have we found a place as rewarding as this.
Back home, dude.
See you at home?
That's fine.
See you at the pier?
Yeah, sure.
Stoked, man. It's been insane. Trip of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
All right, let's go before our driver leaves us. Okay.
All right.
Woo! See ya. Okay, boys. Real big.